Hello and welcome to my room. I'm posting a video today because something very interesting happened to me yesterday and I thought it was too interesting not to use hand gestures, and I obviously can't do that with words. So here's what happened. I avoided a pickpocketing and witnessed a bar fight type scene in a McDonald's. So here's what happened. I was in line waiting to order, and I feel this tugging on my backpack. And behind me, I saw a middle school aged boy standing very guiltily, and I was like, okay, well, I can't say anything. A, because I wasn't sure at the time, and B, because I don't feel like my German's good enough to be like, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, do you need something? Like, sure, go ahead. All I have in that pocket is, cards and paper, and, do you need something? Like, please, you could have just asked. But I was just like, whatever, and turned back around and kept on, like, going like this so that he couldn't try to do it again. And a couple minutes later, he casually said to his friends, like, hey, guys, let's go over here. And then I was sure. I was like, yeah, okay. But, whatever. I continued with life, ordered the food, got the food, we ate. And then Lucy and I both had to go to the bathroom, but we went separately. And when I got out, there was two guys standing like very close to me, and so if I was about like here, and there was one guy like against the wall and one guy like pushing him against the wall with like a small kitchen knife, and the kitchen knife was very close to the guy's neck and my face, so I was scared. Well, more surprised than scared at the time. And I'm just like, okay. And they're speaking, loud, angry, fast German to each other. And of what I understood is like, are you really going to use a knife on me? And like, blah, 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 blah. And then the guy with the knife starts like pushing him in my direction. And I'm standing in the doorway to the girls' bathroom. And the guy that was against the wall is like, really? You're taking us into the girls' bathroom. What are you doing? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? And then they go like towards like where they were, and I close the door for like safety. And while in the bathroom, I think to myself, like, is this really happening? Like, I'm in a McDonald's bathroom. This shouldn't be happening. And I wait a couple minutes till I think they're done, and I open the door, and they had just started, apparently, because the guy was ramming the other guy against the wall. And I was still shocked of what was happening. And I just kind of like peek my head and watch as the rest like happens, and eventually this pregnant woman starts, yelling at them, being all like, like, really, guys? Like, you guys are so stupid. Get out of here. Like, you're in McDonald's. There are children. Like, get out. And eventually, like, the staff gets involved. It was crazy. So eventually, it was over, and I could walk out safely. And I walked over to where Lucy was sitting, and she was like, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, the knife was like really close to my face. And she was like, there was a knife? Like, everyone just couldn't believe what they had just saw. It was crazy. So that happened. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about this, and I might be doing more little videos like this if anything else interesting that I don't feel is quite, written worthy, or however you want to put it, then don't be surprised if I do that, but also don't be surprised if I don't. So, I hope you have a good day / week, and yeah, bye.